My name is Coach Mag. I am here in my date night outfit because I got some filming for you guys to get done. So I'm going to go over today why most 5K plans actually suck, why they're not great, and why you are not getting anything out of them and it's time to go to the next level. Okay. So I'm going to give you the 5 reasons why most 5K plans don't work. So you can kind of check yours out, whatever you're following, and you can see how many of these do I actually have? Is my 5K plan like absolute trash, or is it like kind of good? And then I'm gonna give you the suggestions on how to change that or what to do to get a better one. Okay. So biggest thing is that number one is that it's not personalized. So most running plans are designed for like beginner runners with a general level of fitness. Even like intermediate, advanced ones really don't go too high, and they're still very generalized because the goal of giving like a free plan, a general plan, is for it to work for most people and generally. So you already have like a very like plain, boring, like surface level training plan for like an average person that is going to work mostly for them. So the plan is already designed to not work for you. So biggest thing that I would recommend is find something that is even more personalized, right? There's many steps that we can take to get there. So number one is like finding a plan that has like written past mileage that you have hit, goes after a goal, whether that's like returning from an injury, whether that's to run a super fast 5K, right? Like all those little things, you can kind of find plans that are a little bit more specific to you. And then if you want to get even better is to like join a training group. And then usually that plan is even more personalized, or join like private coaching because they can personalize it completely around you. Obviously I'm more biased. Like that's obviously going to be the best. I am a coach. I coach plenty of runners. My goal is to make people faster. Okay. So that's the biggest one, is just try and get as personalized as you can with what you are being given. Second thing, this is, I think, the most important part, is that you already don't trust it, right? You got it off of some random website, or some friend sent it to you, or your coworker did. You like kind of know them, and like the person is like probably some running influencer that like kind of knows what they're doing. And it's just like a general, like you probably got it for free, you probably got it for like $25, right? And so you already don't trust the plan enough, right? There's already some sort of doubt, whether that's you did it with ChatGPT online, or it's like you're following your Garmin plan, right? You already know in the back of your head that it is not meant for you. And that is why you change it. That's why you shift around the runs. That's why you don't do completely the whole workout. That's why you do a workout and you're like, that was way too easy, or that was way too freaking hard. So you already, like, when you go through the training plan, you are doubting it. And when you toe the line on race day and you already think back to all those moments, you're not going to trust your training to get you through that race. And that's like the biggest thing that whenever I wish somebody like, trust your training, trust your training. And that can be hard for people who don't in the first place trust their training. But if you're going off of a coach, that's usually where I say, because most people, like if you're going to hire a coach, you have to trust them. That's like, don't hire me if you don't trust me to like get the job done. If you have a seed of doubt, like don't hire me. It's not going to go well. Like I trusted my high school and my college coach so much, and they did fantastic with me, PR'd and all that stuff. But I watched like a few athletes who didn't necessarily trust our coach and adjusted the plan. They didn't do as well. And whether or not they were right to not follow it because the plan wasn't working for them or something like that, that's a different story. When you believe and trust in the training on race day, it's going to shine through your race, right? You're going to be more confident. You're going to make the moves. You're going to know that you can handle this. And so go with somebody that you trust. Like spend the money, buy a good plan, buy from a coach that you trust. Whatever you can do to just have more trust, right? That's why the AI plan isn't going to work as well, because at the end of the day, you don't fully trust it. Like the AI bot has never actually ran a race. Okay. Okay. Third one is that plans do not account for your actual life. They don't account for when you get sick, when you have to take care of your kids, when you have a family vacation, when you have to miss something for work, when you are a nurse and you work 12-hour days, right? The plan is designed around like the average 9 to 5 person who never gets sick, has a perfect life, and can dedicate as much time as they want. So the more that you can get a plan tailored to your life, or learn how to plan your plan your training and adjust your training around what happens in your life, the more successful you are going to be, right? For my athletes, or okay, we'll move beside the point. You know I'm a coach. But if you have something come up, the biggest thing that you can learn as an athlete is how to adjust your training. So biggest things that I'll give you some couple tidbits, is if you are getting sick, wait one extra day to make sure the sickness is completely gone. If you get really, really sick, you're only going to make it worse if you try and run earlier. So take one more day off, and then the first run you do back needs to be an easy run, okay? We're not doing a workout. We're not doing a long run. It has to be an easy run. And don't stress about making up mileage. We don't make up anything. Usually what I would tell most people who are following a plan is to go back and just restart the week, basically. Okay? Or if you have to move forward, don't make up something. Don't all of a sudden turn your 4-mile easy run into a 10-mile easy run because you also missed that 6-mile easy run. Okay? Don't do that. And when you have to adjust your training, never, unless you're way more advanced and you're at this level, is never pair 2 workouts back to back that were originally not supposed to be like that. Okay? Don't pair a hard workout with another hard workout. Don't pair a hard workout with a long run. You don't want anything 2 back to back. Usually most training, when done right, has those hard workouts spread out on purpose so that you can recover. So if you have to adjust, do it that way. So those are a couple tidbits that you can use to adjust your training. Otherwise, obviously, hire a coach, they can do it for you. Fourth thing is that it is too freaking vague. It is not specific. It doesn't tell you how to run the 800-meter repeats. It doesn't give you a certain pace. And you can get plans that are more specific, right? If you have something that is run 4 miles all out versus do a warm-up of 1 mile, do 2 miles at tempo pace, and then 1 mile at a cool down, right? So you can get something like that. Or it says do it at a 6:30 pace, right? If you have a training plan that's like that. So you can get stuff that is just more and more specific. The more pacing you see, the more split up between workouts, warm-ups and cool downs that you see, the more honestly descriptions that you see, the better it is going to be for your plan. So the more specific, the more detailed, telling you how to do 800-meter repeats, telling you how to hurt, how to go hard, the better. Okay. And then lastly, the difficulty doesn't match up with you. Oftentimes what happens when we do these runs, when runners pick their own training plan, is you usually pick something that's way too hard for you because you have a really big goal and you really want to hit it, or you pick something that is way too easy because you're a little bit more humble. You rarely do runners, I find, pick the training plan that is actually at the level that they need to be at. So not the level you want to be, but where your current fitness is at, that is going to push you to get to that next level. And so oftentimes, even the Runner one I know is popular, the biggest issue with that app, they say is oh, people are getting injured or they're running too hard. But oftentimes it's the runner picks the wrong plan. So you have to pick something at your level. See more information down below for lots of good stuff.